my friends. If you remember, just a day ago, we posted this video called Scientists' Early Warning of Major Earthquakes. And in this video, we focused on the eastern half of North America, and we talked about how the sun is playing a significant role in a lot of these situations. And in the past 24 hours, and even more specifically in the last couple minutes and last few hours, we've had some very significant earthquakes, including an earthquake that is the biggest in this area in over 33 years. We'll talk about that in just a second, but take a look here. A 6.4 near Esther Island. As you can see here, this happened just moments ago, but there's actually two earthquakes, two 6.0 and higher earthquakes that just took place in this area. Jumping over to Volcano Discovery, we can clearly see that these earthquakes did take place. It wasn't just one, it was two. We have a 6.4. Then there is another downgraded earthquake from a 6.0 to a 5.2. Now, the reason I know that these were downgraded, and the reason I know it was two separate earthquakes, is because of these images right here I took with my cell phone. We could see right here, at the time of the snapshot, the 6.4, 21 minutes ago, and then the 6.3, which was 33 minutes ago. So two large earthquakes striking Esther Island. We have the data right here, and as we jump back to Volcano Discovery, we could see that the one quake was downgraded to a 5.2, and then the 6.4 is still available here on Volcano Discovery. Now, this is just the beginning. I want to take a look at this earthquake up here in northwestern Canada. Now, I went ahead and I went to the USGS and I went to the custom earthquake catalog where you can put in a time and date and a magnitude of earthquakes to search in that particular area of the world. And you could see right away, since 1900, we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 earthquakes of 5.0 and higher in this region. The largest of which was back in 1989, a 6.0, 264 kilometers south-southeast of Sault, Canada. And if you click on these earthquakes here, a 5.2, a 5.0, a 5.5 in 1971, and a 5.0 in 1998, that makes this earthquake that just took place today near the Davis Strait, the 5.2, the largest earthquake to strike this area in 33 years. And just for clarification, this is the mid-Atlantic ridge that reaches up towards the southern area of Greenland. We expect major earthquakes on this fault line. That is not a surprise. But what is a surprise is this rare earthquake that has just taken place in northeastern Canada. There's nothing better when evidence comes together to prove a point, and I showed this article to you guys just the day before yesterday. Giant sunspot threatens Earth as solar flare may cause blackouts. Now, not only has this sunspot let out some CMEs, and we also have sun filaments. We've explained what those are in previous videos this week. But all we have to do is go to websites like spaceweathernews.com. This is run by the channel SuspiciousObservers. And these charts here measure exactly what's going on with our sun. Each one of these little peaks is a CME or sun filament. And having these all in rapid succession caused what we know as a geostorm. And that is arriving on Earth as you and I are speaking right now. It began yesterday. In fact, if we scroll down a little bit here, you see this chart. And in the second diagram from the bottom, you see in purple speed in kilometers. And you're looking at the average wind speed, which is between 350 and 400 kilometers per second. That's how fast this solar wind hits Earth. But look at where we are right now. This is upwards of 500 to 600 kilometers per second, almost double the average speed. And that is exactly what's hitting Earth's magnetic field right now and causing these earthquakes in weak points of the Earth. But not only that, in rare places on Earth, as per the Canadian earthquake we just talked about. This has been going on for 24 hours now, almost like clockwork. As soon as that solar wind began to hit Earth, we began to see a bunch of little earthquakes taking place on the eastern half of the United States. As we've discussed in previous videos, there are many, many weak points that are being exposed on the eastern half of the United States, specifically from Lake Michigan east all the way to the coast, and that's also including eastern Canada and northeastern Canada. We can see the effects of this solar storm in areas that don't usually get earthquakes. Now, before the major Esther Island earthquakes that just took place, or even this quake here in Mexico, this is fairly rare itself. A 4.6 took place 6 hours ago, so we're seeing a theme here in North America, and then it's traveling down into the South Pacific. And to start this entire swarm, we began right here. We're looking at the area of New Caledonia. We have Fiji in this area, Tonga, where the Tonga volcano exploded. This is the same area of the world that's showing these first large earthquakes we saw from this 3.4 scaled solar storm. That is exactly what's happening right now. If I zoom in a little bit here, we could take a look at some of these earthquakes that took place. Specifically, this area right here had multiple 6.0 earthquakes. South of the island Apaya, 19 hours ago, a 5.8. That was downgraded from a 6.1, 6.2 miles in depth, very shallow. Then 18 hours ago, a 5.7, also downgraded from a 6.0. also at 6.2 miles. And then 21 hours ago, a 5.6 downgraded from a 5.9, also at 6.2 miles. We'll zoom back up here, and we can even see earthquakes stretching down the Kermatic Trench line. This is a big fault line where two tectonic plates meet together. And if you guys remember, right in this area here is the Honga Tonga volcano that caused a tsunami that spread the entire length of the Pacific Ocean. It wasn't massive, but one of the most significant events to happen in recent human history. My friends, I can basically promise you this is not the end of this solar storm or even future solar storms that are going to be happening in rapid succession until further notice. We're entering into a time period where the sun is going to be at some of its strongest strengths we've seen in a very long time. And what that means for us really is not a whole lot, because there's not a whole lot we can do about it besides being aware of this information and understanding that these blackouts could happen at any moment. It's happened in the past, and it will absolutely happen again. I don't know if it'll be today or tomorrow, but we're seeing the effects of the sun as we speak right now. We are in the midst of a solar storm, and all we can do now is monitor the situation and hope it doesn't get as bad as it has in the past. We all know history loves to repeat itself. My friends, I'll be back later with another update on these earthquakes if anything else significant happens. It's going to be a busy week, that is for sure. Shout out to Canada. Questions or concerns, please leave down below, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye. Stop right there, my friends. If you have not already, click that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the bell icon. Click all, and you will get all notifications from this channel. And trust me, you won't be disappointed.